Oh, beef. Better, yeah. It's figured out, but okay.
Meeting of month or Tuesday, January 16th. Let's please rise and start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United
The United
States,
States of America,
to the republic for which it
which it
stands,
stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Secretary, please take roll.
Nick Plopper. Present. Cindy Madrick.
Present.
Chris Lake.
Present.
Mary Grabanowski.
Present.
David Franz.
Present.
Dan Taylor. Excuse me. Jim Hurst.
Present.
John Fedor.
Present.
Thank you. All present. Josh. Excuse me, Josh.
That's all right.
Want to welcome back Josh Fedor and welcome Nick Plopper to the Plan Commission. Thanks for stepping up. Next on the agenda is election of Plan Commission officers. So we need to nominate president and vote on that, vice president and secretary.
So I move to nominate David Franz as president.
Second.
Any other nominations? Any discussion? Can we do a voice vote? Is this a roll call? Because, okay, got to do a roll call.
David Franz,
Aye.
Mary Grabanowski,
Aye.
Nick Plopper,
Aye.
Josh Fedor,
Aye.
Chris Lake,
Aye.
Jim Hurst,
Aye.
Cindy Madrick.
Aye.
All right, so I will do that again this year. Thank you. On the office of vice president, is
I'll nominate Mr. Chris Lake.
there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Any other nominations? Take a roll call, please.
Jim Hurst,
Aye.
Cindy Madrick,
Aye.
David Franz,
Aye.
Mary Grabanowski,
Aye.
Nick Plopper,
Aye.
Josh Fedor,
Aye.
Chris Lake.
Aye, I guess.
All right.
I can't vote for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody who says they don't is lying. So, all right, and then office secretary. Is
I renominate Mike Dale.
there a second?
Second.
I won't even ask for other nominations. Roll call, please.
Chris Lake,
Aye.
Jim Hurst,
Aye.
Cindy Madrick,
Aye.
David Franz,
Aye.
Mary Grabanowski,
Aye.
Nick Plopper,
Aye.
Josh Fedor.
Aye.
All right. Mike, thanks very much.
To you.
Next, we have the approval of the December 18th, 2023 meetings, minutes. Is there any comments, corrections, deletions to those minutes?
I move we approve the minutes.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion on these? Do we do roll call also? Okay, roll call on these.
David Franz,
Aye.
Mary Grabanowski,
Aye.
Nick Plopper,
Aye.
Josh Fedor,
Aye.
Chris Lake,
Aye.
Jim Hurst,
Aye. So those are approved. All right, on
and
to,
Cindy Madrick.
oh, sorry.
Thank you.
On to continuance requests.
When and do we need to nominate our BZA?
Oh, okay, I forgot about that. So we have to appoint a member to the BZA. I think some people were hoping I'd forget that, but fortunately, for somebody it didn't happen. Is there anybody who'd like to volunteer for that position?
Come on, I need a new friend on BZA. Come on, somebody step up.
Oh, it can't, it's not just you.
Josh? No, we have to have two.
two.
Oh, Josh said.
So we have a,
Josh is raising
There
it.
you
we have a volunteer in Josh Fedor. Is this something we have to vote on too?
I will motion that.
Okay, anybody else want to throw their ring in the hat? All right, Mike, will you please take roll?
I'll second it. We needed a second.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you, Mary.
Thanks, Mary. Now can you take roll, please?
Chris Lake,
Aye.
Jim Hurst,
Aye.
Cindy Madrick,
Aye.
David Franz,
Aye.
Mary Grabanowski,
Aye.
Nick Plopper.
Aye.
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. This is for the 3 or 4 years you missed. You get to double up now.
Hey,
All right.
yeah.
All right, on to the continuance of withdrawal request, docket number 2023-28Z. Henke Development, Bradley Farms PUD, parcels addressed as 1120, 1310, 1550 South US Highway 421, 1555 Southeast 950 or 950 East, and 9625 East 100 South. Recommendation for the rezoning of 349 plus minus acres, 9 acres, 9 parcels from the rural general agriculture AG rural single family residential R1 and the rural single and 2 family residential R2 districts to the planned unit development PUD district. Did you want to? Matt? Yeah, sure.
While he's coming up, are we going to have the screen in the back working tonight? I didn't know if IT knew it wasn't on. The little screen down
Our-
there is not working.
Our
so
screen's not working for us.
If we can
This
get
is-
that up, that would be great.
That was a,
It was at one point, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, we don't need that before you start, but just
Thank you.
wanted to get that in progress.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. President, members of the commission. I'm here tonight on behalf of Henke Development, and we are requesting an additional continuance. Since we met last on the 18th, We did have a meeting with the leadership for Sabreville Zionsville on December 22nd and provided revisions to our plan unit development as well as some answers to some of their follow-up questions on the 29th. We have received additional communication from Sabreville Zionsville since that time. Corresponded primarily back and forth in email, but anticipate that they may have additional questions and input. We are a little uncertain as to what meetings they may have had as a broader group, but understand they may be having some, which could lead to additional comments from them to address. But perhaps more importantly, relative to the staff report anyway, is that the staff report raises some additional questions regarding sanitary sewer service. We've provided some additional information relative to that. The request from staff appears to be a great deal more detailed as far as kind of the manner, method, timing for the provision of sanitary sewer as weighing heavily on their report and in particular on their recommendation. And so we feel like the only way to be able to respond more fully to that is to meet with the staff and perhaps other parties that we do not control who are responsible for providing sanitary sewer in order to flesh that issue out further. That's the basis for the request. We know there's been several, but it's a complex proposal, and we appreciate very much your consideration of this request.
All right.
So, Mr. Price, can I ask you a question?
Does anyone want, if they want to make a comment, it's got to be limited to the continuance, why it should or shouldn't be granted. Okay, go ahead, Chris.
I'd like to suggest that we actually continue this to the March meeting, and that this be the final continuance. And at that meeting, we hear the issue and vote on it at that point in time. We've had 6 continuances. I know there's still an issue with Boone County Highway on the road. There's the sewer issue. There's certainly some ongoing dialogue with Save Rural Zionsville, which may or may not factor into anyone's decision. But at this point in time, with the number of continuances we've had, I think we'd like to say move it to the March meeting. And then at that point, either hear it or withdraw it and move on from there. Is that fair?
I think that seems like a fair request given the background. Absolutely.
Great. Thank you.
Is there any other questions, comments? If not, is there a motion to continue this to the March
I think it's 18th meeting.
March 18th meeting?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Mike, could you please take roll?
Josh Fedor,
Aye.
Chris Lake,
Aye.
Jim Hurst,
Aye.
Cindy Madrick,
Aye.
David Franz,
Aye.
Mary Grabanowski,
Aye.
Nick Plopper.
Aye.
All right, continuance granted until March. We'll see you then. Also up for continuance, docket 2023-54 DP. Tracy Durantakos, the shops at Holiday Farm, 3546 and 3650 South US Highway 421, Zionsville. Development plan for 4 retail office buildings, 2 on Lot R and 2 on Lot S, 1 being an existing historic structure, being in a planned unit development Holiday Farms PUD district. Janice, is staff handling the request, or is somebody here for that? Oh, are you doing it, Matt, also? Okay.
Yes, for the record, Matt Price, on behalf of Tracy Garantakos and her development team. This is scheduled for a development plan hearing that we are seeking a request for a continuance upon. One of the items that makes the continuance necessary is that we were also asked to file for a replat or a plat amendment in connection with this development plan, which we've done. We have the TAC committee meeting on actually tomorrow. And so what this will allow us to do is to have a fully vetted plat and development plan before you at the next meeting, so you can hear those both simultaneously. And really the plat will help inform the development plan as well. So it makes sense to combine those 2 applications together. And we've worked very closely with staff with regard to this, these two petitions.
All right. Any comments from the public related just to the continuance? If not, any questions from the plan commission? If not, is there a motion to move this to the February 20th meeting?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mike, would you please take roll?
Chris Lake,
Aye.
Josh Fedor,
Aye.
Nick Plopper,
Aye.
Mary Grabanowski,
Aye.
David Franz,
Aye.
Cindy Madrick,
Aye.
Jim Hurst.
Aye.
All right, that carry continues. We'll see you next month on that one. Docket number 2023-57 DPA, Hankey Development, Promontory Berms and Pond. 9825 Windy Hills Drive, Zionsville Development Plan Amendment to permit additional berms and a reduction in size of the pond being zoned planned unit development, Promontory PUD. Is that you again?
Charging Marin at the podium.
Thank you, Mr. President. Matt Price on behalf of Hinkie Development. This is a request to continue a development plan amendment. We made a very comprehensive response back before December 29th, but still have some additional details relating to some fire protection issues that we're working through with the fire department, as well as a few other cleanup items with regard to staff comments. So we think we'll be ready to roll on February 20th, and this additional time can be well spent getting prepared for that hearing.
All right. Once again, is there any comments directly related to the continuance request from the public? If not, is there a motion to move this to the February 20th meeting?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
Mike, roll please.
Jim Hurst,
Aye.
Cindy Madrick,
Aye.
David Franz,
Aye.
Mary Grabanowski,
Aye.
Nick Plopper,
Aye.
Josh Fedor,
Aye.
Chris Lake.
Aye.
That motion also 7-0. We'll see you next month and then March. Thanks. Continued business to be heard tonight. 2023-47 DP, Indy Holdings LLC, Sing Retail Development or Building, 3251 South US Highway 421. Development plan for 6,500 plus minus square foot retail building in the rural general business GB district and within the rural Michigan road overlay. Waivers for architectural design and building materials are also requested. Before we get started, were we able to take care of this or?
No,
Oh, bulb blue. So are you guys?
they're not up.
No, ours is not up, and I've pulled every wire.
Just have to look back there, I
Okay,
guess,
yeah.
All right.
whenever they pull their screen up.
So IT, are we going to be able to do the presentation on one screen at least and leave Mary up?
I don't have to be up. It's okay. As long as you can hear me.
And on the, like the Zoom meeting, the presentation will show up on that. Okay. All right. So please proceed.
Up,
Oh,
staff first.
we've changed this. I keep forgetting. Staff report, please.
Thank you. If you can pull up the location map for you, there you go. So the address of this property is 3251 South US Highway 421. This is outlot G of Appaloosa Crossing. This is a zoning map that's simply reflecting that this is the rural general business district, and it is within the rural Michigan overlay. The petitioner proposes to construct a single tenant retail building of approximately 6,500 square feet with related parking areas. The proposed use is a liquor store, which is a permitted use in the zoning classification. The subject site will have 2 points of entry from Appaloosa Drive, no curb cut directly onto the subject site from US 421 is proposed. The proposed landscaping plan requires minimal revisions. Exhibit 5 reflects the staff comments to include the buffer yard plantings in the eastern buffer yard. Building elevations. Waivers from both the architectural design requirements and the building materials has been requested. The rural MRO includes the requirement that new development be designed in accordance with the Zionsville theme, which is defined in the zoning ordinance. However, from the first development plan approvals for projects within Appaloosa Crossing, the overall developer and the town sought to have consistent architectural theme within the mixed-use development. The developer's initial project requested these same waivers to allow them to establish their own design theme. Because this Appaloosa theme was established, all new development must seek these same waivers to match the overall development. All lots with frontage on US Highway 421 and County Road 300 South will either have or will request these same waivers. A photometric plan has been submitted, and while the proposed lighting levels on the site is compliant with ordinance requirements, staff recommends different lighting fixtures and mounting heights be required for this project to match that of other approvals within Appaloosa Crossing. This request is consistent with and similar to the waivers previously discussed. Staff supports approval of the two requested waivers. Staff supports conditional approval of the development plan, including a single wall sign, with the revision of the pole height from 22 feet to 16 feet, as is installed with other projects within Appaloosa Crossing, with the design of the fixture as presented in this report, and with the wall packs designed to be more closely associated with a gooseneck fixture or something similar. And with the reduction of the site lighting to be reduced by 50% at 10 p.m. and subject to the findings as identified in the staff's review as outlined in this report and resolution of the items within the comment letter. Happy to answer any questions.
All right, thank you, Janice. Now, turn over to the petitioner.
My name is Rusty Spires with Spires Engineering, and I'm representing Indy Holdings. Indy Holdings also owns the lot next door. We developed the Hoosiers to Go. And so I think the lighting fixture styles that you're talking about are the same ones we used for Hoosiers to Go. And I'm not sure how they didn't make it on this lighting plan, but we're going to match that. It's a liquor store. It's 6,500 square feet. I believe we meet all your requirements. We work closely with your very helpful staff to meet the UDO, excuse me. So anyway, on behalf of Indy Holdings, I'd like to request your approval of the development plan and the two waivers.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
This time, is there any public comment from the public? Being none, open up to members of the Plan Commission.
So I think my only thing architecturally, I feel like you're matching generally the style of Appaloosa Crossing. However, that roof on the front entry. Sure. The roof on the front entry is pretty flat pitch wise compared to, I think, both the gas station and Appaloosa Crossing. Appaloosa Crossing is probably a 12-12 pitch or a 12-14 pitch. And you're probably at a 8-12 or 10-12 on your gas station. I feel like it wants to match one of the two of those and not introduce a third roof line, because part of the Appaloosa design style is that higher pitched roof, and that's been very intentional. It also gives you a little bit more room for your sign to push it up another foot or two, which I think might also work well with where it lands relative to the brick. So is that something you guys would be willing to work on, as the pitch of that roof?
I'm the civil engineer.
Okay.
So I would imagine that would be achievable.
Okay.
I can't speak for the architect or the developer on that, but if it's a condition of
Okay.
getting our development plans approved, then
Okay.
time to do it.
All right.
Anybody else have anything?
And I was probably studying my roof plan or roof pitch too closely, but did you comment about the reduction in lighting after?
Yes, she
Okay,
did.
Yes.
okay. And you guys are fine with that condition?
That's a condition of approval. Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Anybody else have anything? If not, would somebody like to read the motion with all the conditions?
I can do that. So I move that the waiver of architectural building design requirements be approved based on the findings in the staff report, Exhibit 6A as presented, with the condition that the roof pitch match either the roof pitch over the entry match either the gas station or the roof pitch on the main Appaloosa Crossing retail building.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Mike, would you please take roll?
David Franz,
Aye.
Mary Grabanowski,
Aye.
Nick Plopper,
Aye.
Josh Fedor,
Aye.
Chris Lake,
Aye.
Jim Hurst,
Aye.
Cindy Madrick.
Aye.
All right, the two waivers have been approved.
That was one.
Oh, one.
I move that the waiver of building materials be approved based on the findings in the staff report, Exhibit 6B as presented.
Is there a second? Any further discussion?
Chris Lake,
Aye.
Jim Hurst,
Aye.
Cindy Madrick,
Aye.
David Franz,
Aye.
Mary Grabanowski,
Aye.
Nick Plopper. Aye. Josh Fedor.
Aye.
All right, now the two waivers have been approved.
So then I move the docket number 2023-47-DP for development plan approval of a 6,500 plus or minus square foot retail store, including the single wall sign on Outlot G of Appaloosa Crossing Zone Rural General Business GB and within the Rural Michigan Road Overlay MRO, be conditionally approved based on the findings in the staff report and staff recommendations, submitted findings of fact, subject to resolution of outstanding review items identified by the town engineer's memo in Exhibit 5 of the staff report, subject to the selection of a pole-mounted lighting fixture which closely resembles that approved for the adjacent Hoosier to Go and the shops developments to be mounted at a height of 16 feet, subject to the selection of a wall pack lighting fixture which complements the pole-mounted fixtures, and a condition that the exterior lighting be reduced by 50% at 10 p.m.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Mike, please take roll.
Chris Lake,
Aye.
Josh Fedor,
Aye.
Nick Plopper. Aye. Mary Grabanowski,
Aye.
David Franz,
Aye.
Cindy Madrick,
Aye.
Jim Hurst.
Aye.
All right, that motion's also approved.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tomorrow or the day after. You're welcome.
Thanks for your time.
All right, other matters to be considered. Minor development plan amendment for truck door installation. Who's Janice? You taking that?
I will.
Okay.
The part of section 194.127 of the zoning ordinance. This provides, which is included in your packet, this provides for the building commissioner to review and approve minor amendments. This is certainly a minor amendment that has been reviewed and approved at 7113 Mayflower Park Drive. It's the request for the installation of an interior truck dock to the south side of the building. As stated in the project description, this project has been undertaken to increase safety, efficiency, and to provide for granite trucks to pull directly up to the dock rather than unload outside and driven up a ramp. The existing structure is a masonry wall up 10 feet and a metal siding above that. The project will tooth in the block section and trim out the metal siding portion so the door will be weather tight and look appropriate for the building. The door will be a white aluminum clad overhead door. The improvement location permit was reviewed by the building inspectors and the permit was issued on December 21st. Again, not something that is required to be voted on, simply reporting to the plan commission.
All right, thank you. Anybody have any questions on that one? Then we get the roundabout update on Sycamore Street Farm.
Just a quick update, sir. Staff has provided to you an exhibit of where that roundabout is going to look like and where it's going to be located at off of Sycamore Street. CED is providing to you an update regarding the conceptual roundabout proposed within the project called the Farm. Staff has been in discussion with the developers and moving forward with the project. You may note that the access drive off Sycamore Street is the proposed roundabout is consistent with the conceptual site exhibit provided in the 2013 Exhibit 2 concept plan in the PUD and again in the 2022 approved development plan. DPW is supportive of the roundabout and it as well as NDOT. Again, at this point, it's not fully approved. It's still being explored, just providing you an update that staff is working with the developer on this project.
Any other questions or comments on that one?
I've got a question. Do we know roughly how far that roundabout is to the Michigan Road intersection?
A dimension I don't have for you, but I can get for you if that's
Great,
comfortable. Thank you.
thanks.
Anybody else? Comprehensive plan discussion. Mike?
Yes. We have funding in hand in place for the town to embark on a comprehensive plan. You can call it an update or a new comprehensive plan. It'll really, in many respects, be an entirely new comprehensive plan. Our current comprehensive plan was adopted in 2003, over 20 years ago. Since then, it's seen numerous amendments and revisions. It's really now currently a patchwork of different comprehensive plans, cut and paste, taking language from Boone County, for example, to augment our current comprehensive plan. At times when the town incorporated large portions, for example, of Perry Township. Again, we're funded for this project. If you don't know, I'll just briefly mention that the Indiana statute requires a unit of government to adopt a comprehensive plan if it seeks to have zoning. So in order for us to have zoning regulations and zoning map, we must have a comprehensive plan according to the statute. The statute gives some very brief guidance, requires a few particular elements to be referenced or addressed within the comprehensive plan. But other than that, we have, as a unit of government, we have a lot of discretion about what is in the comprehensive plan. The staff has conceptualized right now that the comprehensive plan would consist of at least these three elements, namely land use, transportation, and an economic development strategy. All of these would work together and inform each other in terms of ultimately proposing a plan that integrates those three concepts into one, so that the economic development strategy informs land use, transportation informs land use in each of those, and land use informs the other two, so that we really have a comprehensive framework for future land use in the town. We anticipate this project to take about somewhere between 12 and 18 months to complete. So it's a long process. It's an intensive process. We intend to hire a consultant and go through a selection process for a consultant. Conceptually, we're thinking after we get a request for qualifications released to the public, we'll get, let's say maybe we'll get 8, 9, or 10 responses from consulting firms who may be interested in doing this work for us and with us. At that point, there's a selection process where maybe we narrow those 8, 9, or 10 consultants down to 3. And then we interview them more thoroughly and select one with a more refined scope of work. The RFQ that's going out probably next week does have a scope, but it's somewhat broad. We will further refine that as we narrow down the consultants down to perhaps 3 and interview them. And then from there on, The consultant will work with staff. Staff will be support for the consultant. And the consultant will proceed with the research necessary, demographic research, public workshops and charrettes, you've heard of those things, get all for the purpose of gathering data and opinions for growth for the town. Ultimately leading to a comprehensive plan that will be advertised for a hearing with the Town Plan Commission, you all, and you would vote on a recommendation like you always do to the Town Council. Process will also involve, I believe the process will involve the formation of a steering committee to guide the consultants and guide staff. There will be periodic updates to the Plan Commission about the progress we're making on this comprehensive plan, and we'll be seeking your input on, what you think we should be focusing on, what we may be overlooking. Have you thought of this? Have you thought of that? Maybe you ought to do this more. So we'll be, as a team, the team being staff and the consulting firm and Public Works in particular, we'll be seeking your guidance too as we, make progress on this comprehensive plan. Again, culminating in a public hearing. So it's a long process. It's a big lift for staff to go through this process. We really want this to be a project that engages the Plan Commission, Town Council, and the Mayor's office in particular, so that we arrive at a product where there's been buy-in, there's been transparency in this process, and hopefully arriving at a public hearing where we've done a good job and everyone understands how we got from point A to point B. I think that it's unrealistic to think that we're going to have a comprehensive plan that everyone's going to agree with. But our goal is to get as much agreement as possible from the citizens of Zionsville, so that we can all essentially land on a vision for growth, a growth policy for the town. So I just want to give you an overview. This is where we're going. You're gonna hear a lot about it. And we're going to be advising you probably every meeting here henceforth, every month for the next 12 to 18 months.
So the one we're currently the basis of the one right now that's the early 2000s,
2003.
2003. I'm just curious, Dan, what in your experience or Mike, what's a common life of these things?
Well, the recommended life is 5 years. It's not uncommon, though, to see communities who just kind of don't get it updated. So I've seen 10, 12 years, I've seen longer, but it really is important because it affects so much. Every reasonable case you look at through the prism of that, your community's changed a lot. Obviously, it needs to be done.
No, and I agree we've got to do it. I was just kind of curious what happens.
Most people would say do it every 5 years. Yeah. Refresh that thing every 5 years. That's what I think, and I agree with that.
I think too, it's more important in a growing community. That is expanding kind of where its density lies within a community.
Yeah. I think will be time well spent.
Thanks staff in advance, because you're right. It's going to be a heavy lift and they're very busy as it is, and that's not lost on us. And we appreciate the extra effort it's going to take.
Thank you. One of the things we'll be working on in the very short term is a steering committee. And I imagine there'll be appointments from the Town Council, appointments from the Plan Commission, and from the Mayor's office.
Okay.
To the steering committee.
All right.
And if I can just add, staff is excited to take on the task.
Well, at the end of the day, if it's done right, it makes your job easier. Hopefully, you have something that is actually worth something today. It was probably great when it was done in 2003 for 2003. It certainly isn't very appropriate anymore for 2023. So for 2024 now. So
No question on that. Then we've got arrangement with our attorneys. Is this something that we need to take a motion on? So it's continuing with Dan's firm. Anybody have any problems with that? I don't.
We can now work for everyone.
All right, so is there a motion to continue the relationship?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Mike, can you take roll?
Cindy Madrick,
Aye.
Jim Hurst,
Aye.
Chris Lake,
Aye.
Josh Fedor,
Aye.
Nick Plopper,
Aye.
Mary Grabanowski,
Aye.
David Franz.
Aye. All right,
Thank you.
another year. Thank you.
I move to adjourn.
Anybody?
Second.
And second? Anybody? We don't need a roll on this one. All in favor?
There you go.
Do not. Yeah.